Hey, y'all. What's up? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Party people, can you hear me? All right. Thank you, Mama Bees. Thank you. Thank you, Shay, and only Shay. All right. Uh-oh. What? Oh, here it go. All right. So, sorry, y'all, that took me a little bit longer to come back today. But we here. We here. All right, honey. Let's see. Let's go to Tawana. To the Tawana. They just got let go for the day. 4 o'clock. So this is perfect. All right, let's see. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, her story is really like hard. So I just kind of want to put that out there. They said that this is probably the most graphic. This is probably the most graphic testimony that they've had thus far. So, I want to make sure that we are, that you guys know that it could be a little rough. Let's see. All right, so hey boo, Miss Felicia, Janai, is that how you say it, Janai? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. And I know you done told me several times, honey. So listen, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these tweets, and then we'll add context using CNN as well. So let's get into it. I'm ready. But y'all brace yourself. All right. When did they go to lunch? Okay, I think they went to lunch around here. And it looks like the defense and so they went to break around here around 3 hours ago. Looks like they're having a conversation with the judge, the defense, and the government. I'm just kind of seeing if it's anything that we need to read. Many of our witnesses are flying from across the country. We need to know for the flights next week. Monday, Mr. Nash cross was twice as long as the direct. See, and this is why I was saying, because I was listening to somebody earlier and they was like, this is the government's, this is the government's second time actually requesting more time with the witness. And I'm like, no, it's not, because they said it's the second time for the government, but that's not true. The defense needed more time yesterday as well. So I'm just like, ciao. Anyway, all right. I want to keep on schedule. How late will we be? The latest is 4 p.m. Okay. He made them go on their lunch. All right, here we go. We have subpoenaed from Verizon phone records. Miss Gorgas has that in. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Barry, for your super chat. You always support, and I appreciate it with the super chat. Hold on, y'all. What is this? Okay, what's this? Ooh. Okay. All right. So this is the government. Y'all do know that well, they were having a conversation. Anyway, this is what I want to get to. The judge said, let's get Mia back in here. All right, perfect. They subpoenaed the Verizon phone records. Okay. Cute. Let's get into it. Hey, P2 Ross. Hey, Ham Sandwich. All right. All rise. Mia, you were speaking about violence between Mr. Combs and Cassie. Have you traveled to Turks and Caicos? Yes. To Parakeet. Twice. In 2012, me, Puff, and Cass. And what happened? I was sleeping in my bedroom and I was woken up. Cass ran in saying, you've got to help me. He's going to unalive me. He's going to unalive me. And what did you do? We started pushing furniture in front of the door to try to block it. Puff was banging and screaming. And I had a porch that went out on the beach and we ran. What do you remember about running? I remember being amazed that even while running fast, we could be attacked by bugs. Did you run another time? I have another visual of where we were hiding, of trying to escape like 2 separate times. We got onto a paddleboard and we went out on the water. Puff was on the beach screaming at us. It was flat and we went out far. Puff got smaller and smaller on the beach. The sky got dark. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Objection. Overruled. We went back. Did you ever call the police? No. Why not? I believe Puff's authority was above the police. There we go, y'all. This was before social media and the Me Too movement. There were no examples of people standing up. I thought it was under the confidentiality deal with Puff's business. What's this? It's a photo of Cass eating a hot dog at a premiere of her movie, The Perfect Match. She was bruised under her makeup. Ooh. I took this photo. Any other injuries covered up on the red carpet? At the Cannes Film Festival. What injuries did you see? A busted lip? She was injured. And where were you? In her hotel room with Larry Sims, her hairstylist. Did you learn how she got the injuries? Cass had an audio recording of Puff attacking her. Ooh, child. Y'all, again, they say that this part is that her testimony was pretty deep today. So, please hit that like button as you guys come in as well. What's up, Tracy? What's up, P&2 Ross? Bama girl. I can never see Diddy the same again. All I can see is a monster. Bama girl, listen. This is crazy to me. I was reading some of it here. Hey, Miss Monet. I was reading some of it here and there, but this is crazy. Okay. How did Cassie sound on the audio recordings? Objection. Overruled. Panicked. I heard the sound of someone getting hit. Did you go to the event? The premiere of Brad Pitt's movie Killing Me Softly. What happened at the premiere? Puff was digging his nails into her arm and talking low. Ooh. And what would Mr. Combs ask you to do? Take care of her. I'll bring her whatever, some gel, I guess, to fix the bruising and stuff. For what? The bruises. Let's turn to December the 22nd of 2011. At Puff's house, the mood was darker than normal. This was more of a Puff was upset. What did he tell you? That Cass had been talking to someone else. And who was that? Kid Cudi. How was he? He seemed heartbroken. Oh. I never witnessed Cass do something to really cause him to be upset. I felt something bad would happen. Did you then see her in a black car with Capricorn Clark? Child. Now this is matching so far. Some of these events that she's talking about, it's matching. Hey, Kay Calloway. Hey, Terry, what's going on? What's going on? It's matching. Okay, where was that? Capricorn Clark. Okay. Did you reach out to anyone? Yeah. To D-Rock. 3T112. What is this? My emails with D-Rock. Only the redacted one into evidence. Same objection. He was the security. With the foundation admitted. Well, please read the messages. I wrote to D-Rock, I'm worried about P. This feels different. Hit this email when you get it. Love you. Were you romantically involved with D-Rock? Definitely not. That's just how we talk. Y'all, again, I don't know if that's how that lady talk, but I'm going to do a little something because I need to make this just a little bit lighter. Because, yeah. Let's talk about the hotel nights. What was your role? I would sometimes take them there, unpack, set up, and I would have to just be on call essentially and clean up before housekeeping. What would you bring? His lotions and potions. Wow. Astroglide and candles. Some of them cheap Glade candles without the label on. You know, they had to be white. What else would you bring to the hotel? Anything he forgot at the house. Money, food. How much money? A lot, like thousands of dollars. Y'all know that it was said that he had $9,000 and then he had $9,000 when they raided his hotel room. Cassie said, and some others testified that he would keep about 10,000. One of the assistants as well testified to that. All right. Do you remember seeing Cassie at the London Hotel? Hey, baby girl, 1981. At the London Hotel in New York. I brought something to the room. Cass opened the door, and she was wearing a bright blue wig. How did she appear? Like she was struggling. I asked, "Are you good?" She closed the door. Ooh. Who told you to clean the rooms? Puff and the office. It was standard to sweep the rooms so no housekeeper can sell something to TMZ. Ooh. How were the rooms? Destroyed, candle wax everywhere. I have seen broken glass, sometimes blood, oil on the walls. Ooh. What would Mr. Combs tell you about the blood? That it was period blood? Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh. What happened in Cassie's car in LA? Cass got a call and then told me that he wants to do a hotel night and I don't want to. She got sick. After the hotel night, man down, man down. What did that mean? They'd stay in the room sleeping only to eat. Did you do rugs before you worked for Mr. Combs? No. And after? Yes. MDMA. Puff gave it to me, and he said that I was now a part of the Breakfast Club. Oh, shit. I mean, shoot. What did that mean? The Cool Club. Okay. He said that the MDMA was pure. Now, the reason why I said, oh, right here is because here you have another time. See, y'all was trying to tell me Cassie was 19, 21, or whatever, around in that age bracket. I mean, I don't really... Okay, there's a big difference between 19 and 21. Okay, cool. But she had her first rugs with Diddy, and then that's when she became addicted. So, him saying that, and then remember, he offered all this to the people out there. Okay? And it's crazy. What did he mean? Like the Cool Club? He said MDMA was pure. And I feel like I was now a friend hanging out and I could enjoy myself. Did you take ketamine? Yes. At Burning Man. We were partying on a tour bus. We had the blackout shades down. He had the rugs on plates. I tried to say no. And what happened? Puff wouldn't I think let it go. It turned a little more serious. Okay. I understand they be typing fast. It turned a little more serious. Then I was going to mess up the whole vibe. I tried to take it. He got close to my face and humiliated me. How? He separated out a dose and made me snort it. Ooh. I didn't want to fall into the K-hole. I'd seen a person. It looked like an exorcism. Did you want to take the ketamine? I didn't feel I had a choice. Did he take rugs while working? He was always working. Once on the way to Chelsea Handler. How did Mr. Combs treat you? Sometimes like a best friend and working partner. Sometimes like a worthless piece of crap. How would you compliment? How would he compliment you? My work. He'd give me life advice and tell you that you were worthless. Long extended rants about how incompetent, and stupid I was. Threatened my job. Anything physical? Throwing things at me? Did he talk about jobs for you? Yes. Before Revolt Films, he talked about other companies. I told him I wanted to create and develop TV shows, especially comedy. He said that's what he wanted to do too. And then he'd take away my credits. Ooh. Ooh. What did he throw at you? A bowl of spaghetti, turkey meat? Now, Diddy. You do not need to be throwing a bowl of spaghetti. There are some people out there that can eat that bowl of spaghetti and you over there throwing it. Because you rich and can't afford a whole lot of stuff, Diddy. I over there throwing pork chops and burgers and bowls of spaghetti and lasagna. Boy, if you don't stop, you lost your mind. Throwing computers, phones. The hell wrong with you, sir? Child. A bowl of spaghetti, turkey meat, a computer, turkey meat. We talking about ground turkey meat, or was we talking about like turkey meat, like from a from a turkey, like a turkey? What the hell? I mean, I guess we couldn't expect nothing different from him. He is the same person that was looking for Cassie in the oven. So I mean, listen. Let's talk about the spaghetti. What did he tell you to do? To go get people? But I needed to change my tampon. Ooh. He yelled, "Yo, girl, I said do it now." Ooh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. This is a little graphic, y'all. Ooh, this is too much for me. Ooh. Blood was dripping down my leg. I said, I have to go change my tampon. But what did Mr. Combs do? He threw a bowl of spaghetti at me and then said, "Get the F out of my house." He chased me out. I was barefoot. I hid in the bush, then to a hotel. Oh my God. This is a lot, y'all. What did HR tell you? That I was going to be suspended without pay. That's what Puff wanted. Where were you when he threw a computer at you? In a trailer. Swiss Beats was there. Oh, shh. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, we don't mind name dropping. Not Swiss Beats was there. Okay, Swiss Beats, so you was aware of this stuff? Swiss Beats, did you see her get that bowl of spaghetti thrown at her? See, I have a difference of opinion. Nobody can make me take something I don't want to do. They let the monster break them down until... I mean, but also again, y'all gotta remember back then, like, okay. I think that these people saw something, saw who Diddy was, and they did not understand some of the things that came with him. If you can kind of catch my drift. So I feel like when these people say that they felt like they had no other choice, because I think back then, of course, he was looked at as like a music mogul. They had a lot of things wrapped up in this man. Not only was he controlling them, he was controlling them financially, emotionally. He intimidated them. He did a lot of things. So I think it is so different from us saying, "Oh, you can't make me take," because I would say the same thing, right? Like, you can't make me take nothing. But I think then, I really think it was a lot different. It wasn't for them, I think it was very different. I do agree that they allowed this stuff to suck them in. They got used to it. But I say that to say, like, I feel like I know what you're saying, Tracy, but I just feel like then I feel like it was just a lot different. I feel like these people really saw this man as like a god complex. Like he really was that dude. He really was making things happen for people back then. At least that's what it looked like from the outside looking in. And then once they got in, they realized that it really wasn't that. And then by that time, it was harder for them to come out of the situation. I don't know. I that's kind of how I see it. And I'm not saying your opinion is wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying like that's kind of the way I see it. Like that's how I feel, especially with people like Cassie. Literally, we about to get into some of the graphic details about her saying that Diddy also allegedly R-worded her or whatever. But even the people who have said that they kidnapped, like, and then you got Deonte, who I really think, and I didn't want to say this earlier, but I'm going to say it. I think he is scared of Puff. And I think that is why he continues to reach out to him. And I'm not saying I'm not making an excuse because I still wouldn't be reaching out to Puff. But I think that is a little bit of why he did. I think he has saw a lot of stuff that has traumatized him along the way. And I think that he is a little afraid of what could possibly happen with Puff. That's what it seems like to me. Right? I think people who are still in communication with him feel like, you know, all this stuff. Like, I feel like some of them probably was like, let's just see how this trial ends up, or let's just see how this thing goes before we, you know what I mean? I still think that I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like that Deonte probably got a little fear within him. And that's why he said, oh, he's not a bad person. Yeah, he is a bad person. He do anything like that, he's a bad person. What's up, Mims? I think he's reaching out because he has been victimized and it became a habit to soothe him and keep him happy. Okay, I can see it that way too. That's a good take on that. He probably wanted to work for him again. That's a good take on that. I can see that too. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to look at this in such a different like way because it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I can see it like that. What's up, a grown woman? Don't try me. Okay. So, and shout out to Mims, y'all. Mims actually had the transcripts. Y'all go over there and check out his video on his YouTube channel. Go over there and check it out. I was over there earlier. Okay, so where was I? Okay. What did HR tell you? That I was going to be suspended without pay. That's what Puff wanted. Okay, so she says Swiss Beats was there. The Wi-Fi was broken and I went to look into it. I came back and said that they were working on it. And what did Mr. Combs do? I said that I should talk to Bill Gates if I had to. Okay, come on, Bill Gates. You can call Bill Gates. And then he threw his computer at my head hard. I'm not laughing at that, y'all. I'm not laughing at that. The sarcasm in that. Oh, Jesus. And he threw his computer at her head hard. It just missed me. Okay. I'm glad it missed her. I'm glad it missed her. I ran and hid behind the luggage van. Child. Diddy is a freaking monster, bro. Like, this man is a monster. In 1989, I don't know what I would have done to start. I think folks, get some sense, but they're trapped. Yeah, they trapped by them. They want to make him happy. And then again, listen, it was also when the expert witness came in and was talking about and I keep saying this to y'all, like even their finances, all of those things were considered or taken into consideration before they get ready to leave. That's why they can't really leave. Where they gonna go? What they gonna do? This man had Cassie's career in his hand. Where was she gonna go? What was she gonna do? She probably could have went back home, but that man was threatening to send videos to the mama and the daddy's job so that they could lose their jobs. So like I don't know. Anyway. Hey CC, what's going on? All right. How did you feel? I wondered what I did to make him like this to me. Did he hurt you? Turks and Caicos and at the revolt, or where did, I think that it's supposed to say, where did he hurt you? Turks and Caicos and at the revolt offices. Where were you in Turks? A hammock by my room. Puff dumped a bucket of ice on me, screaming. What the hell? Then Puff took my phone. I didn't want him to see it. The team we messaged about his moods. I didn't want him to see it. So I jumped on his back. And what did he do? He threw me back into the pool. Oh wow. And at Revolt TV, he was using my phone and I didn't want him to see my messages. Maybe I called him an asshole. I tried to get the phone back and he ran into the bathroom and slammed the door on my arm repeatedly. Any injuries? Yeah, bruises. Wow. Did you see him later? At the studio, he told me he sent all my compromising photos to his phone in case if I had stuff on him. Kind of like a bullying joke. And how did you take it? I had no photos, so I knew he was lying. What are these? These are emails with Tony and Shannon. I said Puff took my iPhone. I don't know when I'll get it back. Tony asked what happened, and I said, definitely an in-person story. Why'd you say that? I wouldn't put violence in writing. Interesting. Who was Matt? Puff's engineer. At one point, we dated. I have more. Ooh. The actual assault. When did it occur? When I was working for Puff. Where was the first time? The Plaza Hotel in New York for Puff's 40th birthday. Were you his personal assistant then? Yes. I'd been there only a few months. What rooms did Mr. Combs rent out? The penthouse, party guests, and celebrities there. Okay. Now I asked y'all this question yesterday. Now this is the first time that I'm hearing about party guests and all of that stuff. This is the first time I'm hearing that. It's the first time I'm hearing that. Well, within a testimony. Now where the hell was I at? Okay. What did Mr. Combs do? He asked to speak to me in the kitchen. And what did he do? He had everyone else clear the room. What did he say? That we're going to be working closer together. He poured us 2 shots of vodka, each for his birthday. And what did you do with the shot? I took them. They hit me hard too. Usually I could take it easily. My eyes couldn't focus. His face was close. He put his arm up the side of my dress and he kissed me. Did you want him to? No. Were you able to say no? I was shocked. I was froze. I didn't process what was happening. Next thing I knew, it was morning and I was in a chair in the penthouse. Ooh, child. How had you looked at him? Like an older adult? He was the boss or the king. And what were your expectations? I thought it would never happen again. A huge accident. Were there other times that he made you feel uncomfortable sexually? Yes. I had to carry bags to his room. Downstairs was Uncle Paulie. And what did he say to you? Objection. Grounds. Hearsay. For the effect. Overruled. I brought the bags and he asked me to pull up something on his computer. He came and sat next to me, leaned over me as if he was going to put his face in the computer, like in an uncomfortable way. And how did you feel? I pretended I had to go to the bathroom. I know that's right. Where were you the next time Mr. Combs actually assaulted you? The Beverly Grove house. I was asleep on the bottom bunk. I wasn't allowed to lock the door. I woke up and there was a weight of a person on me. Who? Puff. Ooh, can y'all wake up and imagine that nigga on top of you? Jesus. It was fast. He used one hand to get his pants undone. He put himself inside of me. Oh my God. You mean his peen inside of you? I just froze. How did it feel? What the? Ooh. Terrified and confused and ashamed and scared. How long? Very quick. But it felt like forever. But he wouldn't leave a job unfinished. Oh my God. Is that when it would end? Yes. And the next time, the Beverly Crest house, I was on his bedroom closet floor putting things in a bag. Then Puff was in the closet. He had his penis out and he grabbed my head and cries and put it in. Or she's crying. Ooh, Jesus. Mr. Combs took his penis out and put it in your mouth? Yes, I was frozen. I didn't do anything. And she's sobbing. How did you feel? Like trash, scared, and ashamed? How long did it last? It was very fast. Were there other actual assaults? Yes. I have a dark feeling. One time, we were flying on a private jet. Now, somebody was saying this earlier. One time we were flying on a private jet. Everyone was asleep by the bathroom. There was a bed. I went by and he was standing right there. Oh, I tried to move. I tried to make it. I tried to make it about other people who might see or hear. It didn't work. And how did you feel? Helpless. I had lost some layer of protection. I wasn't safe. Terrified. Do you remember what happened? No. Ooh. Was Cassie ever there? No. Did you ever want these actual acts with Mr. Combs? Oh my God. No. Did you ever tell him no? I couldn't tell him no about a sandwich or anything. Then he would know that I thought what he was doing was wrong. I didn't want to lose everything that I worked so hard for. This was the only world that I had anymore. See? And that's that thing of making them feel like they had no other choice. Like, ooh, what would happen to your job? I would never work in that industry again. And physically, that I'd be attacked. I don't want to die. He threatened that he would tell Cass that I had something to do with it. How did you feel? Desperate and trapped? Worst scary situation. I would have done anything. It was my fault. Did you tell any more? Or anyone? No, I was going to die with this. I would be humiliated. Never work again. And who would do these things? Puff and all his people. This was way before social media and the Me Too. There was this confidentiality. Did others speak up? Caleb Faulkner? Not sure of the spelling is what he put. How did you hear? I heard that there was an urgent call among film people. And what did you hear? Lay some context. Who was on the call? HR, C-suite executives. And what were you told? If she sued, I'd have to testify. I was supposed to say that she was drinking and punched me, and that's why she was fired. Was that why? No, it was because she complained. When else were you told that you have to testify? Or when else were you told you would have to testify? After Capricorn Clark. Did you have to testify? No. Why didn't you go to the police about Mr. Combs actually harassing you? I didn't even consider it. Did you have did you have experience with police? Yes, I was speeding. I hadn't had time to get my license renewed. It was the only time I name dropped. I told her who I worked for, and she said, get him on the phone. And I did, and she laughed. Oh, Puff Daddy, I love you. Did you get a ticket? No. See? Ah, see? Okay, wait a minute. Why didn't you tell us at first about the actual assaults? It's the most shameful thing of my life. Did you get a lawyer for this testimony? Yes. And did you speak about these actual assaults before or after you got the lawyer? After. Do you want to be talking about these actual assaults? No, it's traumatizing. Why are you here today? Miss Smirner, how do you say her name? You've asked that. That's the judge saying it. You've already asked that. We could break here. Jurors, we'll see you tomorrow. Jurors leave. The government sent us a letter at 11 p.m. last night about changes about the direct case with fewer witnesses. It might make our case longer. The judge says that's vague. I still see the 4th of July. I heard someone say this morning, I kind of want to correct this too, because I heard someone say that the case will be over in 2 weeks. That is not what you heard. That is not what you heard. That is not what they said. That was not what they said. Okay? They said that the defense is going to need 2 weeks. Okay? That's what they said. I don't know where else y'all getting 2 weeks from. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. That is very sad. That whole situation is sad. I told y'all it was a little bit tougher than what we've kind of heard, because she was a little bit more detailed. Diddy would never be able to rest easy. He would always be afraid that I would send him Satan in his sleep. Man, you're not lying. Like, this man is truly a monster. Like, I don't even know what other way to put it. You threw a laptop at that girl head. You went and you were searching for Cassie in the oven. That dope was doing a number on him. Okay? And I know he having withdrawals over there. Well, maybe he was. I don't know. But that dope, he ain't doing dope like he was doing when he was out. I'll just put it that way. And child, I cannot. Was that the LAPD? Where? Wait, which part, Mims? Which part? Let me go back. Yeah, what part you talking about, Mims? The sad part is HR was doing their job. HR is there to protect the company. What state case will be over into, man, listen. I was just like, they was like, oh, we'll get a verdict in like 3 weeks. And I'm like, y'all need to quit spreading this misinformation to these people. Half of y'all don't even know how a trial work, a federal trial work. Okay, that's why I had to break it down the other day, because people just be coming in and saying stupid stuff, and I be like, girl, what are you talking about? Oh, the cop who let her go. I don't think so, Mims. I don't think so. I didn't hear him say anything like that. Or yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. The LAPD cop that testified, he testified about going to Kid Cudi's house when he had broke in. It was the same cop. I don't remember that. Okay. Listen. Andre said it was, Mims. I don't remember hearing that. When Mia got, you may be right, Andre. You may be right. Yep. It was LAPD, just not the same. Okay, that's what I was saying. I didn't think it was the same cop, but I knew it was LAPD. But I was thinking about the timeline of Mia being with Cassie, and of course the Kid Cudi situation. So she was around. Anyway, y'all. So tomorrow's day 13. Let's see what they saying as far as who else is set to testify, if it's gonna let us know. Let's see. So y'all know I also pull up CNN, and there's a couple of others like People Magazine. There's a couple of people that are giving full breakdowns and stuff like that. So that's a plus. The jury is dismissed for the day. The defense attorney said the prosecutors have notified his team of some changes to the direct case, which may impact the defense's case and make it somewhat longer. And so they're still saying that they're probably still going to bump it up to the 4th of July holiday. Child. Yeah, he did. He did destroy the fingerprints. He did destroy the fingerprints. So it could be the same cop though, man. It could be. It definitely could be. Yeah, it could be. Now that you brought that back up, absolutely. Absolutely. Cause he definitely sounds like he would. Yeah. It now that you said that, yeah, it does make sense. It kind of makes sense. Tracy, I don't remember. I think he said, man, I don't remember, and I don't want to quote wrong. When did he testify? He testified what? Last week? But I don't remember, Tracy. I don't remember the timeline. I don't remember the timeline. He did say though. I just can't remember what he said. As far as like the timeline, but he did say not the same cop, but it does speak to the fact that the LAPD were willing to look the other way. Oh yeah, I agree. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. Yep. 6 months. 6 months. And remember, Cuddy said that they never got back with him about anything. So that, to me, that told me, because when she asked, "Oh, you didn't know about the women's DNA or the woman's DNA," and I'm like, you keep asking him that, like it's not impossible for him not to know after he has already said that he asked them. I mean, that no one got back in contact with him to let him know any points of the investigation. So he didn't know. Well, at least that's what he said. He said he didn't know. So this is all crazy to me. 6 months, the statute of limitation is like 10 years for arson. Well, yep, it was like 6 months. Mm, mm, mm. So we have one more victim, right, Mims? We got one more victim after this one. I mean, I don't know what the changes that they're gonna be making, but we got one more victim because the other one, Gina, ain't showing up, right? So, and it was 4 victims, or was it 5? I think it was 4, maybe 5. I can't remember. But anyway, she's considered Mia's considered a victim as well. They did say that because I heard somebody that was in the courtroom say that they did show the passport to the jurors, so they know what she looked. I mean, they know her name. And I wonder if I'm assuming she still ain't working in the industry at all or nothing like that. Did they drag Gina back to? Yeah, that's what the people saying. Allegedly, that's what the people saying over there with Russell and them. And what's his name? Kevin Lyles too. Child, this is just, I don't know. I keep saying to myself, this feels like watching like one of these TV shows, Power mixed with what the hell love got to do with it. What's love got to do with it? I mean, it's a mix of everything, and it just seems it seems crazy. I don't know. I think this trial impacted me at least more than like Bill Cosby's, and maybe it was because I wasn't like as tapped in to their trials or their R. Kelly. I was around, peeping when R. Kelly was going in, but I don't think it's like this Diddy stuff for me. Where the hell is Farnsworth, baby? Mm-hmm. They is in his comments actually on his Instagram asking him if he testifying and stuff. He ain't responding to no damn body either. But they is asking him stuff because he posting stuff, and some of them they going back into his old post and asking him questions. Why you ain't talking? Why you ain't saying nothing? You acting like this stuff ain't going on. They definitely over there calling for him. The employees need to file a lawsuit for back wages and harassment and a work. Listen, this working and not getting paid for the work you put in is crazy too. We already know that he owed $80,000 to Capricorn Clark, I believe. And then Mia just said she worked. Now you can't tell me he don't owe her no back pay. And she just said she worked. She just said that she worked 5 consecutive days straight with no sleep. Child. And there's no telling how many times that he made her work around the clock and all of that. She said she worked till 1 p.m. the next day. Worked as early as 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. the next day. Not the same day, but the next day. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. So anyway, y'all, we got tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We had a shorter week today. I mean, shorter week this week. So, So, I was trying to see if they was gonna say who else was. Well, I guess they're gonna finish with. They're gonna, continue with Mia tomorrow, and that's gonna be all day, I guess. They did say they needed until. They needed until the end of the week. The end of the week is tomorrow. So, we shall see, y'all. I'll be back around here tomorrow. The whole staff was DV victims, not just Cassie. I agree. I agree. Really, anybody that was around him just about is what it sounded like. But I agree. I absolutely agree. I just feel like Cassie got the most. If we're gonna put it that way, I feel like Cassie got the most. But I do feel like he got the LAPD in his pocket. I do feel like, it just takes a phone call. Oh, Puff Daddy, I love you, Puff Daddy. I'ma let her go. I told y'all that he was demonic man. Demonic to the core. That's how you know that they were on the works, because you can't be up like that without sleep and function. Yeah, I don't understand that. I do not understand that. That I'm gonna tell y'all one time. I was hanging out with some friends. I don't think I ever told this story before. I was hanging out with some friends and we went to this lounge one time. It was probably about 6 of us. And typically, y'all, I don't like to be around. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is why I don't go nowhere or do nothing anyway. Because I don't. Okay, if I don't really know you or trust you, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to really like kick it with you like that in no intimate space or in like somebody's house, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. If we out in public, it's a different story. Like, I'll go to a bar, go to a restaurant, kick it with some people. Even a club, we can kick it. But as far as like an intimate space, like someone's home, something like that, I'm weary about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So one day we went to this guy's house and they were like smoking hookah. And so here I am, I'm like hitting the hookah. And the way that they looking at me is like giving me this like really like crazy feeling. And I'm like, what is going on? I kid y'all not, probably within an hour of that hookah, y'all, I felt crazy. Like, I felt like I could do everything that I, like, literally. I felt like I could do everything. Hell, I probably felt like I can get on the interstate and walk down the damn interstate. The busy ass interstate. I mean, I'm telling you, it was crazy. And this is really, again, why I just don't really, like, if I go to a house party or something like that, I don't eat. I'm not drinking nothing, and I'm bringing my own drink. Sorry. But that's just how I feel, because that experience definitely turned me off from that. I don't know what was in that hookah, but it was not just hookah. Like, it was just not hookah. And I feel like those people didn't tell me because I didn't ask, right? I just started feeling a certain type of way. I'm gonna tell you, I was probably up for at least 3 days straight. No lie. No lie to y'all. I was up. I could not sleep for nothing. And eventually I went to the hospital because I was like, what is this? I don't know. But by the time I had got to the hospital, child, they was like, you all right now? You know. So it was a lot, y'all. So this is why I always say be careful, but I can only imagine, like, you know, being rugged, doing certain things, putting stuff in people's drinks. Like, I have a cousin who at the club, well, one time she set her drink down and she ain't been right since. So, like, it's stuff that do happen, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry. I never want to do that again. Like, ever. Again, in public is so different, but going to people's house, that's why I don't really just go to people's house and stuff like that. You know, because I don't know if I could trust you. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what was in that hookah, but whew, I was gone. I was gone. And I'm gonna tell you this. I remember like it was yesterday. So, like, this person stayed near downtown Dallas, not necessarily in downtown Dallas. If y'all know Dallas, there's an area called Deep Ellum, and that's where this person stayed. And I never will forget them carrying me to my car. And I know I sat in that car for hours before I pulled off. So, yeah, I'm telling y'all, I don't play with people. I don't trust people like that no more. My ex-brother-in-law, day laced his drink with LSD. He hasn't been right since. Man, listen, I'm telling y'all, be careful. And if you going out, you know, always pay attention to these people making your drinks and doing certain things, because people will do some stuff. Okay, people will do some stuff. Oh yeah, thank God I am okay. I said never again. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The first time since then that I've done hookah was at the Boss Bay Awards. Yep. I have not done hookah in years until the Boss Bay Awards. Yep. They had hookah there, and we done it there. But that was the last. I mean, that's before that. It's been years. All right, y'all. Listen. Ooh. Oh, girl, I don't know what that means. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Mm. Mm. Okay, okay, y'all, so we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. And y'all, if them transcripts wasn't so expensive, we gonna keep reading these damn tweets though, baby. Cause listen, after I heard how much them transcripts cost, listen, Mims and them is rich. Mims and Pam and them, they rich, honey. I ain't rich. Okay? Y'all want them transcripts? Y'all go over them to them rich people. Okay? Mims, Pam, them really the only people. Oh, girl, is that legal? Y'all go over there and read them, listen to them read them transcripts. Them girls rich over there. Mims, I ain't calling you no girl, by the way. But go over there with Mims. He rich. Pam is rich. Girl is that legal. They rich. So go over there and listen to them transcripts, honey. I think Mims did like a 2-part video, so y'all can check that out. Yeah, Pam been getting them every day, honey. The way that they were trying to make, they was trying to make them make it sound like them transcripts by $500-$600. I was like, oh no, girl, I don't never need them. Okay, we just gonna keep reading these free tweets, huh? Free tweets and CNN. I ain't got it, honey. So let's do that. Guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. I'm trying to think. I'll be live in the morning and we will kind of go over this stuff a little briefly, and then I have some other topics that I'll talk about as well. All right. With that being said, I hope y'all have a great Dizzy. Let me see. Wait a minute. What's this child name? Oh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe it will. Okay, y'all. Sorry. Listen, I'm trying to do 55 things at one time. I'm trying to do 55 things at one time. I've been trying to do that all week. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. And at some point, y'all, I promise at some point, I gotta drop Housewives. But it's so much stuff that's like coming out this week that I'm kind of glad that I haven't done it yet, because we could talk about some other stuff. But anyway, y'all should see that live at some point soon. I promise.